Yes, fellow Ambazonians, greetings to you all. I hope my sound quality be perfect today. I hope everybody that listen me for Rebel TV today, I want to take time for greet everyone where they come on board, all the Ambazonians, then where they watch. I want to give una 5 minutes, make una share this particular message. Make it go farther afield, make it go wider. I encourage everybody for comments section make them share this particular message. We get five main key topics for today for discuss about. We get a lot for reveal today about the state of the revolution, the Ambazonia revolution. We get a lot to discuss about the finances raised so far under the TTOF. We get a lot to discuss about concerning the way forward amid all the storms we don't visit them as we sail across this particular Mediterranean Sea. Ambazonians make una share, may the message go farther afield. I go give una 5 minutes as are the great people with the devil comments section. I know people there for ground zero, they always complain about data. So they don't get data for watch TV. Now why they don't put out a radio station and all videos, it always go as well on radio station. Some people they don't ask me, Ivo, who's the frequency day. This week we would put out the frequency for ground zero. We'd only do some little bit of testings. I go show us some videos. We'd only do testings for ground zero. We'd only do a couple of testings then, and I go encourage everybody for keep on glued to the Ambazonia Defense Forces, the Ambazonia way forward, the Ambazonia revolution, as we try as much as possible for put everything on deck. Make a greet a couple of people where they there for cabin today, where they got the cruise with we. Amber Stanley, I greet you. Amber Stanley, I see you, especially for here. I see Uru Waters, I greet you. I see you, Uru Waters. Frank Go watching. Thank you very much, our boss Frank, who is in Canada. Carol Agwetang. Thank you very much, Mami Carol. I see there a donation where you make them. I want also make a special salute to Carol Agwetang. We there for born for Germany. They make sure to make the revolution work out for before with a little sacrifice where they do them. Nzie Neba, I thank you very much, Nzie Neba. I want to see we for TV here. TV the shine past CRTV. Chumba, what kind of name they say? Chengba Armstrong. Okay, say Mimi is right. There is no lie about what she said. No problem. I'm not going to block you now, but I will discuss with you why it is fake. Leonga Martin Monono, please block for comment section. I don't want to see any lot of public person. I prefer one person watch me and we sail with the revolution than a bundle of clowns watching me and faking comments in the comment section. I will tell you why the so-called fake Bamileke Eton journalist is very unprofessional and wrong. I will show you why on this edition of Rebel TV. So mark your comments. Mojoko Menyoli, I thank you very much. Sylvester Pen, I greet you. That's from Pinin. He say Rebel fake pastors will never succeed. Of course, fake pastors will never succeed. Dubgima Elvis, I greet you, Mr. Dubgima Elvis. He says he is ready for the day. Wonderful. GM Ngambeta, I greet you, GM Ngambeta. Ayaba Sisiku Sako. Yes, my name Ayaba Sisiku Sako. These people don't keep my names for the revolution. Ayaba Sisiku Sako, I salute you. Leonga, please make sure you're blocking on the comment section. I don't give you the authority for block. If you not block me, I go block you, Leonga. I'm not there for the waste people their time. And I no go sacrifice my hours while they work for can she done for Rebel TV here, or my hours where I get to study, or my hours where I get to prepare my course notes for teach data analyst. For can she done for comment section here, they hear nonsense, say talks and from people when I'm miscreants. Wayne Austin, I greet you, Wayne Austin. I see a lot of them. Jackie Njenji, I greet you, Jackie Njenji. Mercy Kwa, Mama Mercy, thank you very much for watching, always being present. I see everybody with the devil comment section. Desmond Tutu Eze, I want to greet you and the rest, all them. When I make sure, so when I share the message, make it go further afield. Grandma Sally, special salute. As you do for Maryland Day, we'll make sure, so we'll visit you even though Corona outbreak for day. And if you drive come Maryland because they will quarantine me. Sheikh Kavi Wo Milim, that is my direct boss. When I sabi the organigram for inside the ADF, we get Benedict Kwa, we woman and Mama Mercy, we they always make sure say give my fish, and they always chop my fish till I go visit sleep for their house. The person where he support Benedict Kwa, they call and Sheikh Kavi Wo Milim. Now he be the national deputy in charge of defense. Then me and Capo will fall under ye. So me I be in charge of Atlantic, Capo be in charge of the other side. So when I understand their organigram, so some kind consultations I get to take with Sheikh Kavi. We don't visit ground zero constantly. Last month again, it be there for ground one for supply guns them. And when I see guns the way they enter, 87 gun the way they don't enter, with about 27 cash for bullets 7.62 millimeters. All that thanks to Sheikh Kavi Wo Milim, where they make sure say the revolution you work out for before. I greet everybody where they watch. Already done, shared 50 times. Thank you very much. Keep sharing, Chair Rene. Chair Rene, I salute you. Someone says Block Samson and Gideon watching with fake profiles. Of course, Leonga Martin in handle for block section. So if not me, you are a big ghost. I go only shit on for one corner just to watch. Then say my comments, may they block me. I better just shit on to observe. Well, no man no be force you may be a ghost, but the ghost need they ever appear for play with humans that they appear. Unless you want to make they cast you out in the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. And this pastor then two way they thought they deliver. Pastors they wait me put they recover from corona sickness before they can cure them. Pastors, now that time this will go for China for go cure people where they sick because I hear say when this when I get power so cure people. All man they die corona don't enter for Bamena now so I they beg pastors. Please, pastors, now time you want to see down the powers. When I go cure them, when I let the wait me put they wear for corona before I can't cure their sick. No. When I go cure them now, so that made they wear and then they give when I praises to the Lord Almighty Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Someone says coronavirus is the new virus in Ambazonia. Of course, coronavirus is the new virus in Ambazonia. I go greet everybody. I think everybody they share. I hope say everybody don't share the message. When share, when keep sharing. Not only the sharing, and the black legs shall regret. Share and share the message. Make it go further afield, Ambazonians. Mama Amabo Cecilia, thank you very much for the great job. Way they do Mama Amabo Cecilia, always very, very steadfast with her activities. She's a woman of high communications and political eglogite, sagacity, and power. I want to thank you, Mama Amabo, as I see you for here. Nollywood Fletcher. Thank you very much, Nollywood Fletcher, a very ardent ADF supporter. I see all of them. Make I greet my fans. Because if I don't greet my fans, I greet now. I greet my fan base. Fonjo, I thank you very much, Fonjo, for watching. Noel Fon, I greet all my want to call your name. Ambazonia. Now, what I don't like about inter-government, pastors, interim government, any man want to be recognized. I want to be county head. The other one, they call an Uchiba Nelson, Giman. I'll be very sorry for talking. Only the way the Fed talk, you hear accent person don't stay for America for 18 years. When I also don't want to IG there, so don't want interim president when I call and say, now me I be a UN, my name na UN. What you now say? I want them when I say, that one our president when they call and say this one. Now that's Sissoko for president, so now they spoil the struggle. That's Sissoko for president now. At the time when I say now fake, that's Sissoko for president. At the time when I say now only one president there for the revolution, and that revolution this now only Sako you come. At the time when I say, hi. I never see people the way they come over from Gi where they get accent. Now only that one come over accent. Where come over accent. Even by picking when and Gi, you know get accent. At least they even call me, Daddy, can we go to the mall? Would they take and go more? Daddy, can want to eat burger? Would they take and go? But this one he own. Person stay for 18 years for America. It is he talk like typical man where come over from inside village. In fact, it is poor. It is finished. Anyway, Nanga Bronhida say you never hear. Mama Bronhida no vex. Calm down your temperature. I don't come back. Some people they tell me say Tapan like I will make a make laugh. My role now for make a moon laugh, moon get revolutionary orgasm. If I don't stimulate my clitoris, where to go stimulate them? I get to stimulate the Ambazonia clitoris. Uru Walters, thank you very much. Atikele Kole, thank you very much. Chip Chia, cabin crew, ready for departure. I think the program today be very pregnant. And I want to discuss, and I will start by thanking some person for Ground Zero. Where we send me some particular photo I want to show on for here. If we look this photo very keenly, we go see and say number face, where he send for me. Actually, if they listen me for Ground Zero for Ambazonia Radio, then it talks to me, watch me simultaneously for TV. He see me, when I sabi that they will appear for radio and TV. And he there for Ground Zero. So I blur your face or protect your identity. And he just send for me one time, say, Tapan Ivo, I watch you from Ground Zero. And I want to thank you very much. And when I see the impact for thing what they do, the people that for ground zero that they actually follow. Now, whether sometimes I always speak in pidgin, may they really hear the message. When I see the photo, when I see my photo from top you flat, whether on an iPad or an iPhone or wait those Chinese gadgets. When I see them for either for inside market for lockdown, it is show and the supervisor lockdown it happen. It is show my face, it is show everything. It really be happy. It say Tapan Ivo, thank you, Papa. I want to tell you say, na Papa. I want to tell you say, Papa, thank you very much as well. As you don't put the headphone, it hear me, it follow the instructions. What they give you for ground zero. I don't know how I feel be sincerely grateful than this for take time for thank you, say Papa. No worry, God will bless you small time the revolution will be over. You go be free. I want to take time for thank that particular Papa. For beginning for today, we must enter chapter from Jingaman. Chapter 1, no make error. Chapter 2, error from Butuku Nandame for those. Chapter 3, overdone Nambut. And chapter 4, una regade. Mimimefo. I think I will start this edition by speaking in probably English. I would like to address this so-called journalist called Mimimefo. It is important and it is imperative that we address these issues. It is better we strike the iron when it is hot than to strike it when it is cold. I am very keen on the participation of every single Ambazonian in this revolution. I am very keen on the participation of so-called journalists in a war-torn, bloody, divisive conflict like that of Ambazonia without any empathy, no understanding. Mimimefo practices what we call war journalism. There are 4 kinds of journalism: attachment journalism, bystander journalism, war journalism, and peace journalism. Let me describe and let me explain. Attachment journalism is when you stand and you watch on one side while reporting. It is always called embedded journalism. Why being embedded in a particular camp and you're reporting on the other side and giving negative news. That is not what Mimimefo practices. She practices what we call war journalism. War journalism is when you are paid to tell who is winning and who is losing. CNN's Amampo reports that. She practices not only war journalism, I would say attachment journalism, but she doesn't practice bystander journalism, where you just sit, you're not reporting about it. You just sit and you're letting all of them fight. You focus on something else. There is peace journalism. If truly you are a journalist in this revolution, you would practice peace journalism, where you report on both sides. You report with empathy and understanding. You give every single conflicting party a voice, and you allow them to transition themselves into what we call positive peace by Johan Galton of Oslo University. I have written scholarly articles on those, and some of you may want to Google my research paper and read more on positive peace and negative peace. What happened in Cameroon before this revolution was what we call negative peace. Negative peace is when you don't have conflicts on both sides, but you have a lot of mistrust or distrust. You have a lot of tension that has not yet exploded. You don't have communications on both sides. You don't have integration. That is a perfect example of a negative peace. It is worse than positive peace because whenever a conflict erupts out of negative peace, it lasts for several decades before being solved, because people are what we call expressing their grief. People are having grievance. And that is the example of Cameroon and neighboring Ambazonia before 2016. Now we have exploded. Even Nagitibo, who described Ambazonia as the worst conflict he has ever seen throughout his career, and he says there is literally no solution to the Ambazonia conflict. That is a perfect example of what I call negative peace. And then you have journalists who are not only engineering hate, division, and rancor, like this Eton Bamleke lady called Mimimefo. She goes ahead to report stories without representing the views on both sides. I still remain the spokesperson of the Ambazonia Defense Forces. I am unequivocally the spokesperson of the Ambazonia Defense Forces. And Cecilia Mabo is the spokesperson of the AGOVC. And if you call yourself a journalist of international repute, I put that in quotes because whatever she writes is substandard journalism. If you call yourself you are, let's put it on a base platform, a journalist, you should practice three things: objectivity, balance, and accuracy. You sit from Bonn, Germany, and you write about events happening in Kugwe without representing the voice of the ADF that you accuse has burnt houses in Kugwe. Besides, you co-author an article alone. That means there is no author. In fact, he authored that article alone. And you pass it out for the truth, sitting from Germany. Not only that, but you pass it out for the truth without representing the spokesperson of the Ambazonia Defense Forces' views or opinion about whatever you are accusing an institution like that of the Ambazonia Defense Forces. Not only that, you sit what we call armchair journalism, sitting and typing from the keyboard, pushing out nonsense to the public. A public that is already divisive, a public that is already angry with some of your useless, nonsensical write-up. And you pass it out for your so-called truth to enable the regime that has been in power for 37 years or even more than half a century, inflicting pain on the people of Ambazonia, to enable the pastor's interim government that has inflicted pain on not only the ADF and the people of Ambazonia, but those that have been incarcerated as the leaders of Ambazonia, Sisiku Ayuktabe and the 10 others. When you practice such a journalism, I would like to trace your origin. This lady you see on the side of the screen is born of a Bamileke father and an Eton woman. She has no origin and she has no trace to Ambazonia. She is completely a La Republique, and once a La Republique, always a La Republique. It is by mere chance, mere happenstance, that she studied English, like some Bulus would always send their kids to Ambazonia to study some English. And yet, after 14 years of studying English, she can still not write a single sentence without making errors. She doesn't understand the basic tenets of journalism. Objectivity, she is not objective. She writes, insinuates, instigates, hates, division, rancor. Balance, she is not balanced. She writes on one party, forgetting the representative voice of the other party. And she's not accurate. She sits from Germany, spews out nonsense from her armchair, practicing armchair journalism, and thinks people like us will sit quiet. I will not sit quiet. Not when I'm still with the ADF. And by the way, I am an activist before becoming an ADF member. I will never sit quiet in the face and in the wake of unprofessionalism in a profession that I cherish to the core of my bones. Before being a propaganda activist, I'll be honest, I was a journalist. And I can still be a journalist. And once a journalist, always a journalist. I don't criticize for criticizing's sake. I criticize when people rubbish the integrity of the profession that I cherish to the core of my heart. I have been a journalist reporting for CNN when Mimi Mefo was still in a journalism school. I reported I have more than 100 articles and a personal blog on CNN website. Go check it out. I was the first CNN correspondent for Cameroon. Not only that, I have reported for the BBC on radio for at least 3 years, reporting consistently on events in Cameroon, Central African Republic, Chad, and Nigeria. I have won several international awards, including that of the African Union that I collected in Addis Ababa, and Deutsche Welle, where Mimi Mefo works. I was in Bonn in 2014 to collect that award offered by the Deutsche Welle at the Global Media Forum in June 2014. So when you take a profession like that of journalism, drag it and twist it in the people's face or the people's faces and flag it on the international media, I weep. Who trains you as a journalist? If we are to rule or govern this particular Ambazonia Defense Force as an institution, we have to check who are those internal enablers who want to bring division, hate, rancor, and all kinds of divisive speeches. I will pull up the article that she wrote. I will flag them or that particular article in your faces and let you judge for yourself if truly this lady on the side of your screen, born of a Bamleke and an Eton, if truly she practices journalism based on objectivity, balance, and accuracy. Let me share my screen with you. Permit me to share my screen with you, Ambazonia. Oh, let's see. Let me share my screen with you. I'm trying to pull that up. Let's see. 1 second. Downloads. All right, here we go. Okay, here we go. It's opening. Ambazonians, make una watch on a screen and make una see exactly thing where I try to describe here. Let's go this way. Okay. When I watch on a screen and then when I see thing where I try to describe here. I hope everybody they see my screen. Now think this way, me for a writer, and I go pull them up. I go try for zoom them out. Make it show exactly clearly the way I want to make it show. Una bear with me for 1 second. Nothing that way me for a writer. Me for writer and say the ADF wreaks havoc in Krugwe after falling out with locals. The ADF wreaks havoc in Kugwe after falling out with locals. You know, even put full stop. Bamleke girl, wonderful journalist. You know, put full stop. And she calls herself an English reporter working for Deutsche Welle. Deutsche Welle should be ashamed of what you write in the name of English, massacring English. She continues, ADF fighters had set up a camp. Do they set up camps, or do they establish camps, or do they build camps? That remains for your English teacher to correct you on what you mean had set up a camp. In the village under the commander, here Tinwe writer, under the commander of the late general. How can you say under the commander of the late general? I don't understand what that means in English language. That is completely ludicrous. Under the commander of the late general. Here Tinwe Bamleke girl, a tone francophones, massacring English language and claiming to be reporting for Ambazonia. And she will never call the word Ambazonia, by the way. Under the commander of the late General Mimi Mefo is told. When you put late General Ivo, put comma before you write Mimi Mefo is told. And when you put is told, you put full stop. And they try to correct you according to the journalistic tenets. So when you write under the commander, when are fake, right? Just simply say under the command of late General Ivo, or whatever you want to describe, or just say the command or the commander of something, not the commander of late General Ivo. What kind of nonsense English is that? And when you put General Ivo, you put a comma, then you say Mimi Mefo is told, full stop. It's not a comma after the told. And then you put capital letter but has to start with the capital letter. But have been constituting a nuisance. How can you constitute a nuisance? I mean, like, what kind of language is that? Is that what they taught you in Lycée Bilingue de Essos? Is that what they taught you in Lycée Bilingue de Essos? Or Lycée Bilingue de whatever they call Buddha? Is that what your teacher taught you in English? She writes, constituting a nuisance after his death. Okay, wonderful. Wonder shall never end. Yeah, English. When I wait, ma, just correct this English for me. And they could now just hold on. Following the dismantling of the camp, how can you say dismantling of the camp? You have to decommission a camp. You don't dismantle a camp. You decommission a camp. Camps have been decommissioned. They need to teach you that one. You know what I mean? Like you say you're a journalist. Go download what they call AP style standard of writing an article. AP style, Associated Press. They have a style of writing. Learn how to write. After 14 years, you come out school, you know if you write any nonsense, you know if you write any better thing. Might just correct your English before I go into the real matters. Now bear with me 1 second. Because when you want to attack the ADF is an institution. And we'll correct things that because we are fighting for a true representation of Ambazonia in English language, we will not unteach our kids English. Make I just continue. Following the dismantling of their camp, these guys here, if you want to quote somebody, you're right, these guys have been terrorizing the village and then no full stop. Where is the ended quote? Open and ended quote. Where is it? Open the quote and you close it. You don't even close them. You don't even put full stop. And that full stop gets to come inside the quote according to the AP style standard. No put full stop outside the quote. But you don't even put full stop. If you forget to put full stop, you put 3 dots. What is the meaning of 3 dots? And that 3 dots, if you want to put 3 dots, it must come immediately after the word village. But you put space before you put 3 dots. Make a continue for this correction, please. They have taken a vow to kill everybody in my village. Is it another quote or a continuation of the same quote? If it's the same continuation of the quote, then why not to put all in quotes? They have another second quote. Then where is the open and close quotation marks? And then here, because here how somebody starts a sentence. They don't teach you for say belong the source. So you never start a sentence with because. Why? They don't teach you. And even you want to start a sentence with because, it must be a paragraph. Don't you know that? I teach you English. Don't you know that if you want to start a sentence with because, let it be a paragraph. If truly you want to use because. And it's not advisable to use because. That is a conditional clause. They don't teach you, or from them they will not teach you 101. Anyway, we'll continue. Because we have refused them to stay here. Another source here. Here, when you put here, you put a comma before the ended quotes. She puts no comma. Even after the ended quote, she did not put any comma. Here. Because another source in the village confirms. Who is the source? As a journalist, you sit from Germany, you're reporting anonymous sources. That is how you spew hate. Because anyone can write this gibberish and push it out there and people fighting and killing themselves. We've tried enough and we've done our utmost best to make people stay safe in Kugwe. But you are pushing out ludicrous, preposterous statements so that people can pick up arms and fight and kill themselves. Is that right as a journalist working for Deutsche Welle? Because you think we have not opened our eyes to these nonsense that you spew out in the name of hate? Here, not even if you want to end the quote, put full stop or put comma. Another source in the village confirms. Another source. What is the source? What is the name of the source? You don't even cite her. You want to just small corrections so I get that village details below. And then it comes to the question, even after writing all this nonsense above, is it objective? No. What is your objective of writing this particular article? Is it balanced? You don't cite sources. You cite anonymous sources, meaning it's fake news. You go on to protect whatever you call the source without citing the ADF forces. You have to balance it with the ADF or even the AGOVC. Don't you have my number? Don't you know how to reach me? If truly you're a journalist, you have to reach out to me. Without fear nor favor, you have to reach out to me. And if I deny to respond, you have to say, I reached out to the spokesperson of the Ambazonia Defense Forces and he denied to respond. That is what an objective journalist writes. But you go out to spew nonsense and you think that the people will eat it, swallow it. A fake journalist called Mimi Mefo. Ambazonians, there are 3 things that govern the tenets of journalism: objectivity, balance, and accuracy. This lady practices La Republique journalism. I don't know who taught her journalism. I don't know exactly. I mean, like, literally you live as a journalist because you feed as a journalist and you cannot write simple English. Is it in French that you can write? If you want to write in French, write in French. Écris à votre langue. Don't come and massacre our English language and think that we'll sit and close our eyes to it because it's a revolution. Tapan no will close the eye. I will handle you till the day you sit up. Because I know you work for La République du Cameroon. Ambazonians, make I leave this girl for now. Make I just enter better chapter for talk other things that will worry me for this revolution. You're welcome on board Rebel TV. And Rebel TV takes no sides. When you deal with Tapan Ivo, be very careful. I don't always tell you me for. I don't know whether I go sing and how many million times. Make I tell one thing when I get to be very clear. Not be everybody we call Ambazonia and Ambazonia. This lady, we fought for her release. She was not an Ambazonian before we fought for her release. We fight for human rights and we fight for democracy. We don't institute hate on ground zero. We protect all our civilians. We will never go out to burn houses. We will not burn villages. We will not burn thermal plants. We don't burn civilian properties. We don't loot. We don't steal. We don't. Our ADF code of conduct clearly stipulates that we should respect and invoke the responsibility to protect all civilians. And if you are a journalist, I have been interviewed several times on CNN, on BBC, on Voice of America, a couple of them, Reuters News Agency. All of them contacted me without being an Ambazonian. The journalists contacted me. So why would you, a so-called Cameroonian or Ambazonian as you want to describe, not contact Tapan Ivo to balance the story? Whatever you write out there, don't you think, has far-reaching implications? And you're not writing as Mimefo. We tag you to the Deutsche Welle. You're writing as Deutsche Welle. It should be a disgrace. Do you know the number of people who follow you? Not even Ambazonians, but those who are looking up to you for news. The next tomorrow we'll see maybe international media stating, according to Mimefo, the ADF burns villages. What fake news is this? I have to come out in public and say this in public, deny these so-called allegations, rubbish this kind of journalism, because the media tomorrow, without my voice, they will report on one side. So let the media pick up my own side of the story. We are running a revolution that could lead so many people to the ICC without them knowing. People could be investigated for simple things like this if not spoken in public. The lives of our leaders are at stake. We cannot be running an institution and you think that you can write any kind of nonsense against the institution. It will not work. That is why Donald Trump keeps criticizing the fake media. Because without his words against the media, it will be taken as the truth. If you are born of a Francophone parent, stay in Francophone, report Francophone news. Go and report about Kamto, who has denied to fight for his people, denied to give guns. Go and report about Kamto. Don't come to Ambazonia and spew division. And are you from Kruwe? Do you even know where Batibo is? If not that you were lucky to study in University of Boya because of this your fake French that you guys went to manipulate the institutions of Boya to fix your way into University of Boya. Where could you have studied? In Guayaquil? After leaving from Lycée Essos? More than they make me anger the rise for this revolution. And they tell one, and they fear nobody face. Because me, I fight for your release. And I fight for human rights. But don't rubbish the integrity of my institution. If Sako Ikome, because all what she does is she reports positively against Sako and reports negatively against the ADF. Because La République du Cameroon wants to push up Sako because Sako is very, very weak. So they want to counteract the stronger ADF. They want a weaker solution to pull the stronger one, plasmolysis. It will not work in this revolution when Tapan Ivo is alive. We understand all of these gimmicks, these games. Do you take us for fools? More than respect on ourselves for the revolution before I manque my respect. Only the way the first and fair right. Your boyfriend said na francophone. So what do you expect? Your boyfriend, I don't want to go personal, but your boyfriend na francophone. What do you expect? Just like Sako, you girlfriend na Buno. You your own all sides na francophone. Your papa francophone, mommy francophone, brother francophone, sister francophone. Do you think that they want you to be Ambazonia? No. We know these games. We know these games. Boyfriend francophone, they enter you come out francophone. We know these things. So don't pretend. If you don't take money for back, chop your own shit on quiet. No write about the ADF, because I might tell you that every day you write about the ADF, may I come against you. And I can't point out errors. In fact, I will make them a responsibility. Any article I put them out, may they see exactly the kind of journal. Go hire English translator. Or go hire writer, may kind of write for your Facebook page. For your Facebook. I don't want to see nonsense in the name of journal, in the name of English. Because it is disgrace we the Anglophones. In the tell we some go belong to the Republic, better study their French language. If person tell you this, I tell you, and they tell you straight up. And I need the fear. And you know that I need the fear. The first day when they sue Tapan for court for East America, the first person for reporter na me for 2019 December, 2018 or 17 December, 18 December. This lady, whom just barely 2 months after I fought for her release, we Ambazonians fought for her release, changed our profile pictures for her release when she was not in Ambazonia. 2 weeks later, she started carrying my name. Oh, Tapan Ivo has been sued in the United States. She will go to jail. He will go to jail. This is Tapan Ivo today. Don't go to jail. I win case, you know, people reporter. And Nebla in chief. So one day we'll start giving an ENI. And Nebla in chief. We know all of these gimmicks. Once a francophone, always a francophone. Yeah, brother Sako. Sako come over, talk how we country head for La Republic going to give a report. You 2 days after, because you want to come and bring down the ADF, you come. I will expose all of this nonsense in public. I don't care how many people watch me. I don't care how many people follow me. But I care what I say to the media, because the media clearly follows me. And it is important, it is imperative that I expose all of this nonsense. Ambazonians now permit me to be sorry, say I be emotional. I'm emotional about this because on several occasions we've reported and we've clearly stated to the people of Ambazonia, the ADF has a code of conduct. We don't attack others. You saw us pulling out from Bui. After we pulled back from Bui, stayed at home in Bui, the Bui warriors have been on a rampage, burning houses, killing civilians, attacking this, going to Oko to attack the intelligence forces. But if the ADF was present with his face, everyone could have been blaming the ADF. We are not in Krugwe. We pulled back from Krugwe. We have our camps in the outskirts of Krugwe. No one gets in, no one gets out. We are not among civilian population. How dare you sit from Germany to come and say, oh, the ADF attacked and burnt houses in. You're not ashamed. Who told you? Even the local chiefs, the local chief himself, interviewed by Capo Daniel, said the ADF is not present anywhere. So who gave you that information if not you? I mean, you work for La Republique. You were the first to report about Chacha who died. And La Republique killed Chacha. You were the first to report about it. Everyone was like, no, Chacha never died. You were the first to say Chacha is dead. At 2 a.m. in the morning. Who gave you that information if not of La Republique? This girl is I'm telling you the truth. Everything I say, you will know the truth after 2 years from now. You may want to argue with me, I don't mind. Everything I've said in this revolution has come to pass. And the truth has been exposed. Ambazonians, be very wary of this lady. Be very wary about her activities. Be very, very wary of this lady. If you want to mess up yourself, keep following that nonsense page. She has all the insider information from La Republique. The only thing she has never succeeded to have is inside information from the ADF. Because we don't let information just leak out. She has never had any information from the ADF. Never. Never. Anything she writes about ADF is always about speculation. But anything she writes about the enemy camp is always the truth. Because she lives in La Republique. La Republique agents work with her. The military considers her as the porte-parole in French. Her spokesperson. Their spokesperson. Be very wary of these things. This is a revolution. And this shall be a revolution. If we don't address these things, believe me, the next 2 years you will hear the ADF has been sanctioned by the ICC and there is investigation as to the massacre that happened in 2020 March or April. whereas there has been no massacre because of the false news, fake information. It's still the same fake information, the false news that misled the US into Iraq, thinking that they were weapons of mass destructions or mass destruction built by Saddam Hussein, late Saddam Hussein. It was false news that led the US into Iraq and Afghanistan. And now the world is in trouble because of that particular invasion in 2001. We will not allow false news, fake news, to bring down lives in Ambazonia. It will not happen. And it shall never happen. And you say you report for Deutsche Welle. That's very shameful. I tell you, just focus on Kamto. Kamto don't deny for being president for Ambazonia, for La Republique. Kamto don't say no one fight. All you own are letters. Go and write about Kamto. Try to put him whole power to account, because that's how I define journalism. Journalism is all about holding power to account. Go and hold power to account. Hold Kamto for Ikanas. Ask you why no one fight. When you're dealing with a military regime, Frank Biya is already your president. You're enabling all of those things. And you come up Bamleke, Kamto come up Bamleke. You know, if you even hold your president, you want to talk about Ambazonia. That is what we owners of journalism call Afghanistanism. Not reporting your own local news, but reporting what is happening far away. That is the term in journalism called Afghanistanism. Let me teach you this. Go and Google it. Go and read it. Go and read the term Afghanistanism. When a journalist decides to report some foreign news, but fails to report what is happening in our own homeland or his own homeland, you practice Afghanistanism. What is the interest of Amazonia to you? You are not an Ambazonia. Your mami no como Ambazonia, papa no como Ambazonia. Everything you report about Ambazonia are things that divide people. This your news alone, let me tell you, Mimimefo, this particular news would make people in Kugwe to start killing ADF forces or ADF members, killing their families. You don't know that? This particular useless write-up of yours can provoke situations that could turn out to be an ethnic cleansing in Kugwe. You don't know that? What is the social responsibility theory that you studied? Where is the social responsibility of the media? Where is the social responsibility of your so-called Mimime for news? Because you think Ambazonian lives don't matter. Man, leave this useless girl enter for better things than Ambazonians. This revolution, no be a walk in the park as I don't talk. I go open lines for people that for call, make their contributions heard. I go open lines because I'll be transparent. I always want all parties that will represent their voices. I know one situation where they will say, oh, Ivo, you're not giving us the opportunity to speak. No. The opportunity is available for everybody to speak. I define the number, so we'll put on the screen. What's that number? What's that number? I define the number, I'll put on the screen here. And that is the phone number. Where is that phone number? Here we go. Okay. Ambazonians, if you want to call me, you get number for screen here. Donations as well, they go on. So you want to call me, you get number for screen. I want also take time for thank all of those where they don't donate. Now number that for screen call now only for WhatsApp. Only WhatsApp only. I go accept not only WhatsApp. No direct lines, only WhatsApp. You want to call me, call now only for WhatsApp. Only for WhatsApp. Now number that for call. Ambazonians, I want gladly announce, say as we speak as of today, we don't raise close to $200,000 in a space of less than 1 month. We don't get consistent donors when they don't visit the TTOF website. That is the TTOF website. When I don't see the TTOF website, people then deal with it consistently, go for TTOF site, go for website, go make their monthly contribution. And their monthly contribution, I don't know how to thank them, but I think that is the way forward. So many millions, if not thousands of Ambazonians that they go to the website and then they make their contribution. So please, at every time you Google this website, you just Google ttof.net, you sign up for your monthly contribution, make we take and we'll liberate our homeland. Secondly, we don't get jealousy people where they enter, try for report me for Cash App. Cash App will send we message, say they not block me because they don't clearly see and say we'll be a humanitarian people there. And I want to take time for thank Cash App for allowing us to run the fundraiser. Thirdly, we don't get people the way they try we for see how they feel bring down the Ambazonia TTOF. by going on their fake Facebook pages to go and write negative things about the TTOF. TTOF na the only particular liberation fund drive where go render Ambazonia completely free. The TTOF are people that way they get credibility like the ADF, the AGOFC, where they run them. And all the money where they raise them, it go down and only down for ground zero for go liberate our homeland. The third thing where I go like I will play them today, I will just like I will end with some audio. Where that audio it come on for person where it come off with a Sako Cam. And that particular audio, if I not play that audio, I don't think say I go be happy. Make I play this audio when I take on a time for listen this particular audio. Where one player. Now Sako, the person, is soldiers that they confess and that they talk.
Week no fit pass a few machine no key 300, 500. And then why like public soldier they see their life? Why they stay there? If one gun they don't have a sum for them. One gun no they no say don't keep 500. I don't know say don't keep 500. Master, with those people grapple. With the grab. Because if someone ever talk their nonsense now for me. Me na iso. I go start to find my family to me touch it pain. Me touch it hard. Now wait till I have to talk. Yeah, house. Good morning for everybody for house. It be a long time. I never give no voice inside the house because of the way things are to go. Yes, I don't hear the government. It don't talk say like public people. You know about our fighters. They there for boy. Yes, the funeral they be alive or not alive. All them they be of late. They don't keep all them and their grave. They.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, go on, please.
Yeah. Na Reve. Me, I want to talk say this. Me move forget. Let's forget about it because if you look, you post them sometime. There is a lot of English error, and if you want to look today for money, be the first person to post him Mukete don't die. And now when you go to detail, you see and say many people don't post him Mukete never die. So give a look. Some of it in there they talk.
Correct. I completely agree with you. Anybody who want to follow you, that one is business. Make a continue to play some audio for you. I'll call you back. Make a just continue that audio while they play. Now bear with me 1 second. Oh no, not today. I'll put this audio. Now bear with me 1 second. Make I play that audio. For Sako he come. How the fighters that they vex with Sako he come here.
Yeah, house. Good morning for everybody for house. It be a long time. I never give no voice inside the house because of the way things are to go. Yes, I don't hear the government. It don't talk say like public people. You know about our fighters. They there for boy. Yes, the funeral they be alive or not alive. All them they be of late. They don't keep all them and their grave. They bury them for their life. Public not meet one of those people. One. I vex with the interim government. Why? Because I be there inside some group. The Lord is our helper. People be there plenty. They be talk me the key those guys. People be there plenty. Say me the key those guys. Because I need to follow money for interim government. They not fit pay me. They not fit do nothing for me. But my work, then I go free the land. I mean, no say, no say this fight. Maybe for 6 my property. Maybe for go 6 palace. Maybe all my heart there for the fight. Some man they glad for go enter the fight because I don't get problem. Some man for 6 property, 6 palace. The way things happen for Libya, them it been a good thing. I don't see fight. I don't start call myself king. This field marshal. So as on thing and that will go for when I get the interim government give for Sam give advice, but then they give advice. They didn't say appreciate all those kind of things. Then why? So I they give the voice and say me enter the ear them back. The very work. Yeah, just say me Chris Anu know the work at the lie. the worker they lie because he dey promote a brother for media fight. If a brother don't work like how they work, he better say we dey work our own. Facebook dey show him. Who's one of your own Facebook don't show him? Now they promote a brother. I mean the enter 500 don't keep 300. Like now for the supply we gone. You know for the ass gone for ban for we. You know for the ass gone for we. They very bad don't before these guys they want to go get that shop for Bui. They very bad don't command gun from them. The audio there, I don't know if you ever move the audio now. Now last time be time. The audio there, I don't know if you move the audio now. Hey, they ask for gun. If the brother do harvesting, when I go say I say that harvesting not ever come up for Facebook. When I take note, wait at the try for tell now. I talk one of the highest fighter in the military, they post my action them for town. They don't get for the advise this fighter them. Me they come and one. You know, for me they forget it and they get that query for that side. So but I did laugh now some the commander for down here. Somehow Joe Coy say, go destroy me this ADF then. Go do so. Wait till that very ADF they don't do them. That very buoy. That very good people that come for the buoy never do 1%. If he say flop 1%. If he compare with anything they don't do them. Now how many general they kill them? Now how many serious fighter they kill them? Key even my own 4 picking them. Carry their back then go get them for their family back for Banso. Me they cry that die. We need this fighter. This man is Sokadev, this man is ADF, this man is IG. We fight this fight as one. But I don't discover something, say, I don't see say when man get problem, man, it condemn all things concerning him. And the foolish fighter for ground here, that is still here for the interim government, say go kill this man. And they laugh at the fighter, they go ahead and do them, the way we do unite. One man of a fight, that's fight. We for ground here, if someone come do that again, we'll come on now, go for you. Just this problem, it don't make an all side it get problem. The cause of waiting, because of the interim government. And they talk like the fighter, the weakness, everything that go on down here. Yes. Of course, I don't suffer for Bush. The interim government people, the family, then they very well. But my own day they suffer. They chop fine. So they suffer for the ghost town. Whose day them don't she done for diaspora? Say Monday. At the day of lock ghost town. Me and she done too for the ghost town. But the just she done, you create their own lockdown without informing we for down here. Now we know the strain for down here. Do their own decision without informing we. Okay, not clear. I'm complaining that the guy want me the thing is reach direct line for the interim government there. And then when I stop that thing, a man go just don't army don't come. I don't keep 500. Who's one gun epic for them? I do not say don't keep 500. I they put no sense on my head. I know I put the sense plenty. The officer I get problem with that fighter. I no get problem. I don't know say all we will feed on fighter. Coming man. I want to say money if you catch any fighter say be Sokadev, be SD, be ADF. You know say na person in the worker. And my job remain early for whole for a place. Not them they do the kinds in there. So I put this one make una the year. Yes, me the advice. Me man the lie. The last lie be lie before me so talk inside group. And for they be touch on people their heart. We no get problem for seaport. A 180 soldier come for day. You this very fighter, talk say they come for your place 500, don't keep 300. And a 180 becoming all known, all side be known. And they become because they want to transfer seaport to Swiss government. So France go military they become. And the end for them, no one them no come here only. They go back. Mando will make the audio send for all side they can't enter 500 for a play, don't keep 300. But the people kind number 180 remain for Douala go back. So we not there for all those kind of lie. When I tell the interim government, some they not ask that question like it go make my belly go bite. Me they no try talk say na like public government go know. Na interim government know about all that people that die for Bui. Na so ma talk me then hear. Yes, na they know. Yes, because they no fit claim as a Secretary Chris Anu no fit dey promote a brother for media. He never do one thing. Those guys they hold them for police, so don't do one. He never do. I'm say 1/3. 1/3. He never do them. When I don't see who's of he work, who's of he work. Oh, I don't see him. For even Facebook, a part of say they carry thing they Boko Haram do for that side, and you see and they bring them back a video, show and say film and shall don't do them. Me then stop that nonsense. If everybody fight and media fight, let they work for them finish. Sometimes when Secretary Chris Anu, he be announce, say they don't release some of those people. They don't release some of those people. I do laugh. I talk back inside the house. That Lord is our shepherd. The Lord is our helper. They move me inside the group. I be forced to change my number. They don't put me back inside the group. Because I don't really see bad people inside the group. My 4 picking every day. The pikin go coincidentally say it happen. I say the meet on one day we all for rotate they go. But they say they kill them. I talk all kinds of things. Some man tell me say I be ADF. I just laugh. Now why do I come out inside that group? Bet.
Ambazonians who not hear that one of testimonies where come up from Sako, you come, you soldiers them or whoever they align to you, they don't decamp. They don't talk say they know they will Sako anymore for all of the killings we don't happen for ground zero. I want to take time for thank una one I don't watch today. I'll be very grateful. And for the last hour, we don't discuss. Everything will be pushed over for YouTube. We're not going to watch for Rebel TV, Ambazonia for Democracy for YouTube. Just Google Rebel TV and you go follow up exactly on what did happen. And also let people that know say I use na ABN TV. So Tapan Ivo dinner for ABN TV. Some people they don't find me with my name for Facebook. They need to see me, but just let them know. Say I did for ABN TV. Thank you very much. Do have a wonderful, splendid evening. I wish you all the best, especially for Ground Zero. We will continue to promote human rights, for respect democracy, for enforce the rule of law, and for make sure, say Ambazonia, be on the grounds of the international law. Thank you very much. Do have a nice day. Bye-bye.